Talk to me. WSRadio.com.
Welcome to Rekt Reviews, movies and entertainment analysis using the latest in beer goggle technology. And here are your dubiously qualified hosts, Erik, Paul, and Christopher.
No, Catman. No, Catman.
Shut your mouth.
Catman.
Coming in hot.
What is this Catman you speak of, Paul?
Yes, what is this Catman you speak of, Paul?
I speak of the one and only Catman, the greatest superhero of all time.
You're damn right.
We're talking about the 2010 Halle Berry movie, right?
With his sweet leather suit and his vibrating claws. Who doesn't love a Catman?
There you go.
Vibranium.
How can you not love a Catman?
Yeah, he's really good at scratching shields.
Hey, stronger than all the rest.
Technically, yeah. I mean, except for the shield itself.
Is he getting his own movie? Does anybody know?
Yes, he does. He does have his own movie. Yes, I cannot wait. By the way, we're talking about Black Panther, not Catman. So.
Oh, Black. Okay, all right.
They always got to get on the brother.
All right, so we're talking about Captain America: Civil War, Black Panther. You know, as soon as I saw Black Panther, I couldn't help but laugh because I'm a huge Simpsons fan, and there was this episode where Principal Skinner gets tricked into dressing up like Catwoman, and when Bart asks him, like, why are you dressed like Catwoman? He's like, oh, man, they told me I was Catman.
Skinner's a freak. I have to admit, though, if you see that episode, the suit does look kind of familiar.
Very similar.
That I will admit.
Yeah, pretty good. It's, for all intents and purposes, this movie might as well have been called The Avengers 3. I mean,
yeah,
I don't know.
It's totally an Avengers movie.
It's got to be, something contractually or something like that where they just got to keep it fresh in your mind. But Captain America was not even the main character, I'd say, in this movie for the most part.
It's got to be contractual because this was more Avengers than the last movie. So
yeah. Age of Ultron was more of a Hawkeye movie, I thought.
I still can't understand why Hawkeye is even there.
Him, and then Scarlett Johansson, Romanoff or whatever her name is, Black Widow. It's one of those things where it's like, what is your power again? And Hawkeye, I guess, is just he can't miss.
He shoots arrows.
Yeah,
I do like that.
And he
line
talks to Elizabeth Olsen and makes her feel better.
Yeah,
that's his two special powers.
No, his special power is making money because he was only in the movie for about 6 minutes, and there's no telling how many millions he got paid. So
billions.
Same thing with Paul Rudd.
Exact same thing with Paul Rudd.
Let's not get into it too far.
Paul Rudd delivered, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love Paul Rudd. So.
I thought the smaller people just made me want to see their movies more.
Right.
Ant-Man, I want to see that again. I wanted to see more of him, and I don't want to break into it too early, but obviously Spider-Man was the reason that I was interested in this movie.
I'm just super excited we don't have to sit through another Spider-Man reboot. Like, we don't need his origin story now. Because they kind of like glossed over that.
You never know. They might shove one down your throat after all.
I feel like they don't have to now, which is nice.
Personally, I thought the inclusion of Spider-Man was absolutely ridiculous.
Forced, maybe? Maybe we need to promote this other movie later on, so let's have this character in here.
Crowbarred. And so it's my understanding that they wrote the script and they made the deal with Sony later, so they kind of rewrote the script and they put him in. So it's good to have Spider-Man in with the Avengers, I suppose, but I thought that the kid who played Spider-Man, I thought it was just way too over the top. I thought it was stupid. I thought it was really dumb.
We're moving a little fast here.
Yes,
everybody,
we are.
What's up this week? What are we all drinking? That's how we run a show.
Well, I'm drinking nothing because I have a very pressing engagement right after this, which is just going to work. Her name's Ale House.
I can get behind that.
She's a harsh mistress.
Yes, she is.
A cruel mistress.
She's an evil bitch.
Well, that's too bad. Paul, I see that you're infatuated lately with this gluten-free stuff.
Yes, I'm back on the beer wagon. Yeah, more Duckfoot, the Contender, West Coast style IPA.
It's gluten-free?
Gluten-free. They got some kind of process where they just suck the gluten out of it.
You drink beer like a girl.
Oh, damn it. I can't win.
I'm all effed up off this gluten, fool.
Pour a little gluten out for the dead homies.
Yeah.
I drink like a girl, but I drink a lot of it.
There you
so
go.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
All right. I am.
All right.
Oh, did you want to go?
No.
I like Mike Hess a lot. It's a local brewery here in San Diego, so I picked up their grapefruit Solaris, their IPA, grapefruit IPA. So
Is it very grapefruity?
it's pretty grapefruity.
Nice.
Yeah.
I must say that looks delicious just
like-
by the packaging itself.
I like the citrus beers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's
They're-
too easy, but
Yeah.
love it.
It's kind of warm today, so it's good for that. What's that?
What kind of like artsy drink is that? A Bud Light?
I've got a Bud Light. I've come in here with Corona Lights for a while, a 6-pack, and would drain them during the show.
He's keeping it real, bro.
Bud Light is the king. It's the greatest beer known to man. It's the king of beers.
It's the Captain America of beers, I would say.
Ugh.
Dun dun.
It's kind of got the colors.
I don't want it then. It's got nothing doing. Yeah, I'm sitting here with Bud Light and some Bacardi and Coke. This breaks my streak of last week doing Adam Carolla's Mangria and wine. Which, because honestly, I mean, it just for Rekt.
Mangria?
You heard me.
Wow.
It was dark times last week. Shark, just so you know.
We were lost without you, Shark.
I gotta
what
be.
happens.
I gotta be here all the time. You guys are drinking Mangria and gluten-free duck foot. What the hell is going on in here? What has happened?
Bring something from the ale house, brother.
You know what? I'm gonna be bringing some Ale House brew next time for all of us. A couple growlers.
All right.
A couple of growlers, Jesus.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Each person gets their own growler.
Each person's going to have their own growler, and you must finish it before the broadcast
50
is over.
minutes.
It's
Sounds like-
going to get
yeah.
stupid. It's going to get wrecked.
Yeah, it will be 10 minutes of silence at the end of it.
Real wrecked around here. This is kind of half-stepping it, guys.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Honestly, when I did the Bacardi and Cokes like 3 weeks ago, I think, or 3 shows ago, that by the end of it, I was starting to slur words and stuff where I was like, uh-oh.
Shots of
Yeah.
SoCo it is.
This is truly getting wrecked.
Shots of SoCo to go with the growlers will be happening.
Oof, growlers. We talked about it last week. That's the best invention.
Yes, indeed.
Ugh.
So Civil War.
Yes, the 2016 Civil War coming hot in the trend of this year of having the good guys fighting each other. I don't know how devious it really is that this movie comes so close, hot on the heels of Batman v Superman.
Right.
It's so much in common.
Yeah. When you really get down to it, I mean, it had a lot to do, spoiler alert, with a lot
Collateral
of
damage.
a lot of mother love.
No, yeah.
Mother lovers.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
That'll get superheroes to fight each other.
These Oedipal movies that
Yeah. Yeah.
The only thing they
that
care
are coming
about.
out of the chute.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, this movie is, it's coming off of, what is the last one? Ultron?
Ultron.
Or Ant-Man, I guess, technically.
Yeah.
I mean, it was technically, yeah.
I was trying to catch up to this movie because I had no interest in any of the Avenger movies before this.
So you hadn't seen any of them.
None of them. So I watched this one and then went back and watched Ultron, and then I was starting to watch Avengers and trying to, like, piece together everything.
Right.
This one seemed like it'd be way confusing if you hadn't seen anything prior.
I mean, Vision really weirded me out.
I don't understand Vision.
I saw Ultron. I still don't understand Vision. There was a lot to do
Yeah,
with
they
the
haven't
stone
really
and
explained
stuff.
what he does.
Yeah.
He just flies and makes people feel guilty about
Right.
stuff.
The comic book did, but they didn't really.
Exactly.
The comic book was actually he was a Human Torch.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
we're reviewing a movie, not a comic book.
Oh, shit.
But you know what? See, that so far is the problem with the Marvel movies is that they don't follow the comic books because these guys that are writing them, they're not comic book guys. They're for instance, so the Russo brothers that directed Civil War,
Who
like-
come from TV.
yeah, they
from,
did Arrested Development,
Arrested Development
and Community. Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah, they do
That's a
comedy.
weird transition.
Yeah, and then they did. I think they did Winter Soldier, right? That's
Yeah,
why they.
yeah.
Okay,
Which I hear is
so
good.
I thought Winter Soldier was terrible.
I didn't like it either.
Yeah, it was terrible. This particular
Shark is the only other person I've met that feels the same way.
Well, you know what? I'm on the fence about Civil War. What I think about Civil War is that it was it was a terribly written script full of plot holes, like a horrible script that the Russo brothers actually somehow pulled it together and made an okay film. And
I thought that was unanimously praised with The Winter Soldier for being a spy movie. That's only what I heard about it because I have no interest in Captain America and a movie that's held by him. No interest in that. Although I hear the first one was pretty good.
he's boring.
I mean, it's the same thing with Superman, where it's if you're the all-American hero,
Yeah.
then
He's a Boy Scout.
then what is there? You have to have some crazy-ass villains, and if you got Batman's interesting, to go back to that, Batman himself is interesting, the Joker's crazy interesting. I mean,
So the plot of Civil War, here's what escapes me about this whole thing. So they're divided because they have this thing called the Sokovia Accords, which makes them like all the governments in the world want all the superheroes to register themselves.
Yeah.
But what I don't understand is what are they registering? Because with the exception of
they want to have these accords, this organization be in charge of dictating which missions are okay for them to take,
Right.
what's okay for them to do, and what isn't okay for them to do. Whereas before they were just operating, whatever they feel they need to do, they do.
But also, isn't it that they have to register who they are?
If you say registered, that's crazy because that's like X-Men and Watchmen. Basically.
Yeah, but I don't understand because with the exception of Spider-Man, everybody knows exactly who they are. Everybody knows that Tony Stark is Iron Man.
I thought it was just like the UN was going to tell them what they can and can't go.
Yeah,
to.
That's what I thought.
They'll be criminals if they act outside
Right.
of the...
But see that brings up
Which is so
it's stupid because
How's
that
it
brings
dumb?
up another thing. Well, so let's say that the UN says, okay, we don't want you to take this particular mission, and they go, well, we're going to do it anyway. What's the UN going to do?
They will arrest them.
They
Arrest
put them
them,
they put them in a jail in the middle of the ocean.
So what if they say, you know what, we don't want to be arrested? Then what? How do you arrest Vision?
I think Vision would be arrested.
Or see, like
he'd allow
you
it.
notice that Thor and the Hulk are conspicuously absent.
Why
from
would
this
they?
movie.
Well, Hulk
Well, if they
left at the
chose
end of
a
the last one, right?
Right.
Well, if they had chose a side, it would have made this movie way different.
Well, because
So-
whatever
just ends it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
whatever
pretty
side or
much.
the Hulk, whatever side the Hulk or Thor is on, it's like, well, there's your winner. So
Which I would think doesn't Scarlet Witch do mind control stuff too?
yes, but she doesn't fully know how to use her powers yet.
Oh, that's convenient.
That's
What's that? What is the X-Men? Phoenix? Dark Phoenix? Or
That's
is it Gray?
the Phoenix. That's the X-Men.
That's so weird how, once again, it's like Marvel... Well, I guess that's within their own company, though.
Yeah.
That's weird that they have a character that has the same arc as that.
I have something against Marvel anyway because Stan Lee is in every one of these movies, and Stan Lee is a very rich man now, but he's not as rich as he should be. He like Kevin Feige, who runs Marvel, gets all the money, and Stan Lee gets an okay amount of it. But this is all Stan Lee. He created all of this shit, and he gets to be cameos, like silly cameos in the movie. So
No, the best one was Deadpool. That was
Deadpool was awesome.
cracked me the fuck up.
Deadpool.
What was that one? I forget.
Coming to
stripper one, I
the
think,
stage.
Oh, yeah.
Jasmine.
Yeah, he was awesome in Deadpool.
That's the only good one. This one was cringing though.
But then again, Deadpool is so far the best superhero movie ever made. So,
yeah,
in my opinion,
Until Black Panther comes out.
until Black Panther comes out. Well, unless they change. Here's what I liked about Black Panther.
oh jeez.
All the rest of this movie, and well, let me say this. One thing I liked is that this was less. It seemed less of a superhero movie. It had it had a story that was kind of stupid, but no,
That's a superhero movie right there.
yeah,
That's
but they,
common trade.
Yeah, but the way they directed it, they put it together well because it had a lot of action scenes, but the action scenes were really good.
I like them too. What did you think about that? At first, I was weirded out. They had this weird kind of visuals where
Right.
it was like kind of
The
jerky,
shaky cam stuff?
shaky, jerky, cartoony. And at first,
Yeah.
I hated it, but after a few minutes, I thought it really worked for like the close combat stuff. Like
Yeah.
the martial art fights were looking really good with that.
And that's what I liked about it too. That they actually showed it to you instead of just like having it be just implied wire work sort of stuff. I also
It
like
was
the
still
fact
quick cut stuff.
that there were.
Yeah.
But in these movies, I don't like it when they have to fight monsters. It always looks real stupid when they have to fight some giant robot dragon bullshit. It's like,
Well,
this-
I think one of Marvel's biggest problems, at least in these movies, is they don't have any good enemies other than Loki.
yeah,
Like the guy in this is completely forgettable. I mean, it helps a little bit that
Helmut Zemo.
yeah, like it
That's
helps
from the
a-
comics, though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, but
he's
he
from.
was nowhere near the same character.
Yeah, he
It
wasn't
helps a
the
little bit
character.
that Iron Man kind of stepped in for like the
Sort of a quasi bad guy.
Right.
yeah, like or
Bad guy.
He's just the opposite of Captain America in this, but yeah,
Depends on if you're Republican or Democrat.
Yeah,
that's
Interesting. I never even thought about that.
right.
I mean, okay, going way to the end, though, I just love how it was mainly an Iron Man kind of problem. And then
Right.
at the end, all right at the last second, they pull that thing with the Winter Soldier. And just that line of he's like, he killed my mom. Like, oh,
Yeah, it was so.
I loved it. I loved
that's
it.
as bad as that's as bad as saying Martha, man.
Yeah.
No, how dare you.
It is.
Oh,
It's
Bite your
it's
tongue.
totally as bad.
It's horrible writing, and then so
No, come
they have
on.
This, the ending the whole contrived bullshit ending to this movie.
Well, and
terrible.
and so they had this whole build up with these other Winter Soldiers, especially with one of them was supposed to be like the super guy, and then
they're just
they're
dead.
just all dead.
Yeah.
it's
So
like,
yeah, if you
guys
do
didn't like
that, then you better give me something really awesome. Like I kind of like you had the expectation of seeing these 5 dudes fight.
Yeah,
Like, everyone's,
and that went
Exactly.
nowhere.
yeah. So if you don't do that, you better bring me something really cool. And they gave you a videotape of some old thing in a car where Tony Stark does really dumb.
Also,
God.
explain to me
So
this.
bad.
So the villain, the Zemo guy, he was a guy who lost his family in the last movie.
At
Yeah.
Sokovia.
So
Yeah.
at Sokovia. So in a year, this ordinary guy who lost his family was able to put together some sort of scheme to beat the Avengers. Then
Yeah.
then the Avengers aren't shit. Like so I can wait a year and I can put together a scheme and I can make it so that all the Avengers are dead
So what
or fighting each other.
in the comics?
Why
What is
didn't you just
Helmet?
put that video up on YouTube and let Tony Stark watch it that way?
yeah.
Why go through all
yeah.
this?
Well, in the comic book, Zemo he's a doctor and he's a villain, but
He's Baron Zemo.
yeah, Baron
Right
Zemo.
hand of Red
We have
Oh, the
Tino
Red-
off
the Red
mic
Skull from,
in the room, by the
yeah.
way.
Special producer Tino.
Just,
Florentino Buenaventura.
he's able to fill in the Marvel gaps that did not read the comics.
I always love speaking with people about these movies. Same thing with Harry Potter. Something people that read the books and I see the movies, but with people that read the comics, it's always fascinating to hear the things. It's because it's so much more deep and layered
Right.
in the actual universe, and it's funny how they can only pepper them in so much. And-
Speaking of pepper them in, that's the other thing that's been annoying me. So Gwyneth Paltrow hasn't been in these movies in like
It's Iron Man 3.
Yeah, but they keep referring to her as if she's a character that she's gone. She might come back.
I think there's a contract thing, and she's holding out for more money, and they're just saying, okay, well, we're going to keep it open, so you'll be able to come back.
I guess.
Didn't she break up with him?
Well,
Yeah,
that-
something like that.
But don't keep bringing her up like in the movie.
Well, I think what they were going for in this, like, Tony Stark is kind of like he's really down and beside himself, and like
Yeah.
one of the reasons is because she left him, but
Oh,
and I guess that's why he does all the stupid shit that he does in this movie, because otherwise it doesn't really make sense.
No, he was guilty about killing so many people.
well, but why? So Tony Stark and Captain America are both dumb. So Tony Stark decides, okay, what we're going to do with the government. Like every decision he makes is kind of stupid, and then Captain America.
I
is
feel like it doesn't
basically-
go in true with his character at all.
It
At
doesn't
least-
go with his character. And then Captain America in this movie is basically is against it because he's protecting his friend, who's a killer, by the way. Like
He's not against that for his friend. He's against his friend because he knows that his friend is getting framed.
Yeah,
But the actual difference in their opinion or their philosophy is that Captain America thinks that it should be in their own hands.
Yeah.
Because agenda's changed and all that.
which is not really characteristic of them, right? It should be
he's
the other way around.
Yeah, he's a government conservative guy.
kind of interesting. Yeah, I guess that is kind of interesting how you would think he'd be the shill for
Yeah.
the government.
Yeah,
versus-
yeah,
And Tony Stark.
Tony
would be-
Stark is usually the one that into
Yeah,
making
in-
his own rules.
In Iron Man 3, Tony Stark took out the vice president.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you think he would be pretty anti-government, but apparently, for some reason, because he saw a picture of a black kid,
Yeah.
he's all of a sudden
Exactly.
pro-government.
That'll
He's
do
like,
it to you.
This just one kid was killed, and so it's like, yeah, there were a lot of people killed there.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you guys on that one.
You should get on the mic.
Get on the mic. Try to act professional here.
I'm trying to avoid this thing.
Florentino Buenaventura.
So that character, the African American lady, Alfred Woodward,
Alfred Woodward, yeah.
yes, she might actually come back as a character in the movie. 'cause
She probably will.
There's an African American woman who is the head of Cadmus, who orchestrates all this stuff. So,
Right.
little FYI.
Like
You
a
talking
villain?
about the Suicide Squad?
She's not like a villain as much as she's just a government agent that plays all the Avengers against each other. Because it just seemed like a mother just happened to
Yeah.
be able to get into the elevator backstage
Right.
at some place that should be high security.
Exactly.
So
Now here's what's interesting. So, Chris, you said you like to talk to people who read the comic books. Okay, so Tino just talked about that. When's the last time you read a comic book? Years, right? Same thing with me.
Tino can't read.
Yeah, I haven't read a comic book in years.
You had the audio comic book.
but in the comic books, the characters were so much better and so well written that I actually remember all that stuff from years ago. I haven't read a comic book in 40 years.
You're not reading the New 52?
Hell no.
So they're shit now?
What about Earth 2?
I think they're shit now. They're all because they're trying to make
Get off
it
my lawn,
contemporary.
new comic books.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Earth
exactly.
1.
Exactly. They're making real weird stuff. Did you notice? Oh well, let me go back to why I like Black Panther. Okay,
Oh, jeez.
because Black Panther was the only character in this movie who was serious. Like he wasn't smiling. Shit wasn't funny to him. He's like I'm here to kill the Winter Soldier. That's what I'm gonna do.
That's it. Yeah.
The hell with all the rest of you. Everybody else is trying to be all funny and stuff. He's like, I'm here to kill the Winter Soldier. Also, I remember reading about the Black Panther when he came out in the comic books, and if you get to know the character, he's smarter than Tony Stark. He's got better technology than Tony Stark than Iron Man. Yeah.
Why does he have little tiny claws?
Because they didn't get into it's vibranium. They didn't get into everything that he can do in this movie. I'm sure they'll get into it when he gets his standalone.
Is vibranium stronger than adamantium?
Yes, it is.
What? Is it better than
Vibranium is
unobtainium?
vibranium is the strongest thing on Earth, supposedly. Yeah.
So vibranium's...
It's only found in Wakanda.
Yeah, it's only in Wakanda. That's why they're
Is Wakanda real?
no.
Well, why doesn't he get like bigger claws? Like he did that stance that like Wolverine does, and like Wolverine looks way more intimidating.
Well, and actually, if you notice, every time like he got knocked over or something, he landed like a cat, like he's like
a Catman.
Yeah, like a Catman. Yes.
Wow,
so you can
OP.
throw him out like an 8-story building, he'll land on his feet.
He'll land and he like lands in like a panther move. Yeah. It's all very gay, but but it is what it is. You know what my favorite part of the movie was at the very end when they do the the little Easter egg things and all that stuff, and they put the Spider-Man thing in there, and it says Spider-Man will return, like they do James Bond. They always do James Bond will return. But to me, that Spider-Man will return was a great big fuck you to Sony Pictures because they're like Marvel's like, yeah, now we have the character. It belongs to us.
So Sony doesn't get rights to the...
Sony gets nothing. Oh well, I'm sure they got a lot of money for it, but now it's all Marvel.
So did Sony get the Amazing Spider-Man? They had their last shot at that one in Amazing Spider-Man 2?
That was it.
Well, then fuck them.
Yeah, because
They had their shot.
Sony makes some... Yeah, they haven't done very well with
the
Spider-Man
Spider-Man
franchise.
movies with Sony were horrible. Like just
What are you talking about? The first
All 5 of them.
first 3, though, right?
all of them terrible.
They're
You
all
didn't like
bad.
the second one or the first one?
Terrible.
The second one is like fantastic.
The third one's the best one.
Which one had Doc Ock in it?
Emo Spider-Man?
Emo.
The third one.
Yeah, the
second
third
one-
one, the
the
one
second
with the
one?
dance number in the middle. That's the best one.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
and
that one's pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. and the last one with Jamie Foxx. Oh my God.
I didn't even see the last
I
one.
didn't see
'cause
the last one.
You
either.
you didn't miss anything.
I don't know why they haven't done a Venom movie yet or a Carnage movie yet.
I think they did.
They put Venom in 3, but that was so stupid.
Well,
They put
if-
Tobey Maguire.
I mean, if they're gonna muck
Or no,
up
not Tobey,
Spider-Man,
the
they're
other
gonna
guy.
muck up the other ones too. Like,
Yeah.
if they can't get,
Yeah,
like-
that's right. They
if
put
they
in-
can't get
what's
the
his name?
basic one down,
Topher.
But what about all these plot holes? Like, so how is it that Tony Stark knows that Peter Parker is Spider-Man? Like Tony Stark sees a video on YouTube and he goes, "Hey, this is you."
he got that
like-
same file that Batman got that had all the
The
Dawn of
logos.
Justice people in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
He's
just-
in there.
Well, actually, Lex Luthor got that one, and he also came up with their logos,
Yeah.
which is pretty
He's got
interesting.
time.
We spent
He likes
hours
logo
designing
design.
those.
Yeah, he's put the W and the Flash one.
If you guys
He
did-
was really he was on a dating website and he hooked up with Aunt May, and that's how he found it.
Oh, yeah.
I loved
What-
Marissa Tomei as a very hot Aunt May. And
You
Oh,
like,
man,
you like
that
that?
was-
You're buying that?
I
Aunt
don't buy it, but I'll look at Marissa Tomei anytime. I
I
don't
love
Marissa Tomei.
I don't
Yeah.
like Spider-Man. Period. I think they should kill him off. Just like
Kill him off.
Yeah, he should go.
What?
You know what I like?
He's too jokey. Like right in the middle of the fight, he's like, "Oh, you have a middle arm? How cool!" It's like
He's a
That's what he
teenager.
Shut up,
does.
kid. Yeah.
He's a smartass. That's how the comic books are, too.
Yeah, but the comic books are stupid.
You know what I like is that Tony Stark picks up this kid and is like, all right, I'll make you a new outfit. And then we're going to go fight like the strongest people in the entire world. And he's wearing a cloth suit. It's like
Yeah.
like Tony Stark has the Iron Man suit. He's like, you don't need a metal suit.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Are part of his powers that he can get hit? I'm very confused about that because these guys get like even Scarlett Johansson, they get like hit hard. And I'm
Well,
like a normal dude.
They
would
can
have
also
She just lands on her
fall
boobs.
long distances.
I understand because Spider-Man is supposed to have super strength. So that
but does that
I get
protect him?
Well, he gets hurt. I guess he just doesn't get hurt, just like the rest
He's
of
a
them. They
kid,
get
so
punched.
I imagine they're not like going very hard on.
Yeah.
I guess, but even Barnes at the end, Bucky Barnes gets kicked straight up just in the face by Iron Man.
Yeah.
Where he says something. I'm like, that would have crushed his face.
Well, so they have
Well, he has similar superpowers to
Yeah.
Captain America, right?
Yeah. Well, if
He's
you,
the same
if
thing,
you think
I
about it,
think,
Winter
yeah.
Soldier and Captain America are just drug addicts because that's where they get their strength. From
Great
from-
message.
Yeah, from some
How
shot
is,
they got.
Bucky not aged?
He has
They
the
were
same
frozen.
thing that
He was
Captain
frozen
America
too?
has. I guess.
Well, he
I
said
was-
at the
I was-
end we're 100 years old or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, was he frozen too? I can't remember.
I don't care.
I don't. I don't know.
It was interesting that they had Captain America come from the 40s, even though I didn't actually see that movie yet. But the wiki was quite interesting.
Yeah.
He froze in the ocean.
Yeah. It's
The first Captain America movie is the best out of the Captain America movies.
I remember you saying that last week, and I've heard that before, and I haven't actually watched that one yet. I'm trying to get, like I said, trying to do the Avengers proper first, because at first I
Right.
thought it was just a bunch of explosions and stuff, and I guess after seeing this one, I'm very interested to see them. Although Ultron was...
I actually like the first Avengers movie.
Really?
Yeah.
With
But
Loki?
I don't understand why the Avengers. Okay, so if you read the comic books, there's so many other characters that are the Avengers. I don't understand why they picked the characters that they did. I get Iron Man, I get Captain America and Hulk and Thor, but I don't know why Black Widow is there. Who
would you
She put- gets her own-
Falcon?
They
She
just
gets
needed
her
a
own
hot
movie.
chick.
Yeah, Falcon is the worst
God, I
character.
hate Falcon.
And,
I hate
Like
Falcon.
even he got mad because they called his costume the bird thing. I was like, that's what it is.
Don't have such a gay costume.
Yeah, exactly. Your costume is stupid. And
Just compared to Iron Man, the costume doesn't make any sense.
yeah.
Like, you could have a whole suit. Like, you know how he, like, dodges bullets? Like, he brings his wing around,
Yeah.
like, do that dumb thing. It's just like, Iron Man doesn't have to do that. He just walks.
Well, and see,
walks towards them.
that's the thing. So they don't explain. So okay,
I like that actor, too. It's just, man, give him something
Yeah.
fun
Chadwick
to do.
Boseman? I'm kidding.
so if you put some wings
Black
on,
Simile.
if you put some wings on me, and all of a sudden I can fly, that doesn't mean that that now all of a sudden I have like super hearing and I can move really fast, and I know when somebody's about to shoot me, so I know to throw up my. That doesn't make any sense.
I just thought he had that powers because he's black.
I have those powers, by the way, but mine are.
How's it the brothers
Mine,
get
mine
the,
are in
get
the water. I'm shark
get
powers.
the gayest suits?
powers.
What's up with that?
Hey, Black Panther suit is not gay.
Is it purple or black?
It's a little both. It's purple black.
It's got a sheen.
I'm
to
into it
it.
if it's purple.
It's a little tribute to Prince thrown in there. So,
They changed it, spent millions at the last minute.
but he's cool. He's the coolest fighter. I like his assistant in the movie, the big black chick with the bald head who tells Black Widow, "Get the hell out of the way."
Oh yeah, she was badass.
she's like, "Move or I will move you."
Is she a superhero, too? Is she going to get her
I
own
think
movie?
I think she'll
Probably.
end up being like because he in the comic books he has like an assistant who's got like superpowers and all that bullshit. So.
Does he have good villains, though, Black Panther?
No, not
Do
really.
any of them have any good
But
villains?
but see, here's what happens. Okay, so at
The Claw, the Sonic guy.
yeah, the
I
claw.
feel like
yeah.
Marvel just has, like, all their comics are just like excuse for like the heroes to fight each other.
Well, it's so vast because at one point in the comic books, Black Panther becomes the leader of the Avengers after Captain America is killed, and he
I thought Captain America was
Spoiler
black.
alert.
no, what's that?
Doesn't Captain America, like, doesn't a black dude take over Captain
Yeah,
America?
it's him.
Is that Black Panther?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
Black Panther.
In
Yeah.
Captain America's
That's cool.
outfit?
in Captain America's outfit. Yeah,
What the?
but also Winter Soldier is Captain America for a little while, and so it's really weird.
And he's dead.
Yeah.
Captain America's dead.
But Black Panther, he becomes what they call him the King of the Dead because at some point he's able to talk to dead people, so he's able to talk to Captain America. It's really
He
weird.
talks
yeah.
to Bruce Willis.
Yeah, they call him the Death Talker, and actually they wanted to. Everybody's afraid of him. They think he's some sort of demon. It's weird shit. So.
Kind of
That's
African
because
juju.
Yeah.
Does he?
That's racist, man.
Does he
That's
come
what-
back?
What's that?
Does he actually come back though? Captain America?
Captain America eventually
Of course he comes
back.
back.
Of course. Okay, I was going to
It's
say.
a comic book. Of course
Yeah.
he comes
They've
back.
got to come back.
Exactly. Which is why, like you, that's a big plot hole too. You just said it. So when Black Widow or Hawkeye gets hit by Thor, they should be dead, but they don't because how are you going to kill Scarlett Johansson in a movie? So
She gets her own movie later.
Yeah, she does. And
No way.
Who the hell wants to see that?
A Black Widow movie?
We've already seen that. If you've seen Lucy or whatever the hell that movie is, you've already seen the Black Widow movie.
At least
So,
Lucy had like a little bit going for it where it got like just weird at the end.
it was weird. I thought it was a good movie.
I was into it.
Yeah,
I
I
wanted-
actually like the 3/4 of that movie is pretty good.
I wanted to see Lucy too. As soon as it ended, I was like,
Everybody's
yeah.
down on Lucy. I kind of like Lucy.
I liked it.
I would rather see Lucy than Black Widow.
That is
I'd
such
rather
a
see that than Civil War.
What?
You refused to. I was asking you want to see it. You refused to see it.
I didn't want to see it.
Yeah.
We all liked it though.
Lucy was cool.
But-
Maybe I'll have to revisit it.
I thought it was a good movie.
One thing that I did like, because I don't want to like poop all over this movie, but the fight scene that happened in the stairwell, like the whole everybody's kind of like on a different level and they're all trying to get down, and like I thought that was shot really well. Like
That
Oh yeah, where they're breaking out with the
that
cops.
was shot really well, but that was like stolen directly from the first Bourne movie. We're at like the end of the first Bourne movie.
Oh,
when
this
he
had-
fought in the stairwell.
and Sin City.
I feel like this had more going on than that one.
Yeah.
But like it was really easy to follow the action, and you kind of knew where everybody was, and I imagine that's really hard to shoot.
All the fight
Yeah.
scenes. I thought all the fight scenes were really good. in this
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
All the action.
The car
scenes were
chase
good.
thing bummed me out because it felt.
But
It just felt
that was
like
a-
I'd
that-
seen it a billion times.
That's because that was a commercial for Audi. So
That's probably true.
every car in that scene was an Audi. So
But I mean, the airport
the logo.
fight was
Yeah.
obviously that was
that,
the best thing about it.
absolutely. Volkswagen's going down, so they need help.
oh man, that airport fight though, that was legit. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't like when Ant-Man became Giant Man. I thought that was kind of stupid. Well, actually, it was cool.
It was
It was
funny.
funny.
It was cool, but I think it went on for too long. Just like let him do it for.
How did you
two
like
seconds.
that fucking Star Wars reference right in the middle of it? Like,
Oh, The
we
Empire
gotta-
Strikes Back.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
can we reference another Disney property?
Yeah.
Let's just remind you.
everybody,
We own everything.
This is how they make their money.
Yeah.
So
they should
Surprised
have.
there wasn't like a Rogue One poster anywhere in this movie.
That would've been tight.
Yeah, if you look closely, there probably is. Yeah. So
Just a YouTube style banner comes up at the bottom of the fight scene.
yeah,
Check out, click the link for the Rogue One ad.
As soon as they made a Star Wars reference, I'm like, damn you, movie.
I really think when they do something stupid like that, like the whole YouTube thing with Spider-Man, like Peter Parker should have said, "Okay, so that's a YouTube video. How do you know that's me?"
Well, then he busted down his costume
But how? Okay, so now how does Tony Stark know that there's a costume in the?
because he's
it's
just the
He
man.
knows
Tony
how it's
Stark knows
done.
everything.
He's an alcoholic billionaire.
He's just got so much surveillance just everywhere. I guess I don't know.
Right.
Facial recognition software
I really like Tony Stark, but man, they just ruined his character in this movie.
because he chose the wrong side.
Well, it's just he chose the wrong side because that's what they wrote to make like them fight each other. Like it's totally outside of what his character would do, at least based on the other Iron Man movies I've seen.
In Civil War, the comics, is that how it goes?
It is how it goes, but it's there's a lot more involved. Like there's more of the fact that Winter Soldier killed his parents, but Winter Soldier didn't kill his parents in the comic book. That's some added shit they did here. He kid he killed
That
somebody
annoyed me
close
too.
to he killed somebody close to Tony Stark, and so that's it's
a very small world.
I can't remember it is Bucky, but they don't call him the Winter Soldier in the comic books. I don't think it's something else.
That kind of bummed me out because Tony Stark made the Manchurian Candidate joke like minutes before. Like he
Right.
knows Bucky was brainwashed, and then he sees the videos like, and then all of a sudden he just like that goes out the window, and he's like, "You
Yeah.
killed my parents." It's
Yeah.
like, come on, he's smarter than that.
And so that's another thing.
That just killed
so
me.
the Zemo guy, he fakes like he's the Winter Soldier, so they get that on camera.
And nobody questioned that at all?
Nobody questions it,
Yeah.
and I would think Tony Stark has like technology that
Yeah.
could like that
He
can
hacked
see.
into
Yeah,
S.H.I.E.L.D.
yeah. It's just
and he
He
can't
figures
do
it out just a little bit too late. After
But
we
he
get
didn't
to-
even try because like the plot needed him not to try.
I think
like
I think he wanted an excuse to kick Captain America's ass.
Punch him in his perfect teeth.
Yeah,
Yes,
punch him in his
exactly.
perfect teeth.
Exactly.
That was a great line.
And that has to be the fight. It has to be Iron Man and Captain America because the whole series is kind of about them being so different and being at odds.
how does Iron Man not win either?
Because Captain America, well,
There was 2-on-1.
Well, they even say he even says or his suit says he can't beat Captain America in just a straight up fight because Captain America can't really be killed, I guess, because he's the drug addict. he's a superhero crackhead is what he is.
Same way you kill Wolverine, just cut his head off.
Yeah, there you go. Got to cut off his head.
Got to
So,
cut his damn head off.
like he said that he goes I can do this all day. So Iron Man could just beat the shit out of him and he'll just keep coming. So
Which it feels at a certain point in these movies where they really just give haymaker after haymaker and
Yeah.
then people just pop up.
but see then they also so Ant-Man can shrink himself and get inside Iron Man's suit and shut the whole thing down apparently. So it's like okay, let's just do that every time.
But he had a security system installed that flush Ant-Man out.
Anti-Ant-Man.
Yeah.
The anti-Ant-Man, which he'll probably have in the next one. He's like,
The question is, why couldn't he just grow inside the suit?
Oh, I was wondering if he did that and was just like,
exactly.
I would assume he'd kill him, right?
Yeah,
He would
He'll
kill
probably
him.
get squished in there.
Yeah, he'd kill Tony, and
Not necessarily. He'd probably break the suit out.
or break the suit. Yeah.
Break the suit. It would,
See those are the
He
things.
would be killed.
You have to. Well, it's a superhero movie, so you have to have a suspension of disbelief to begin with, but you have to have extra. Because you're like, no,
this asks
no.
a lot of you. This movie does.
Yeah,
feel like.
a whole
as far
lot.
as what? With the plot things? As far as just the framing setup and their alliance, how they set that up, the whole.
All of the above.
I think separate of the actual alliances that they choose, the actual conflict is interesting, though. At least they bring up the question of.
But it's bullshit, like how they get to it, though. It's,
Yeah.
like,
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm all for an interesting conflict, but like
It was
let's make
forced.
One,
It was-
yeah,
it was
let's
weird.
make
They've
one
got
that's
2 hours to make these dudes fight.
And they have to make it interesting. It's like in like every horror movie, if it's real and I'm in it, it's over in 2 minutes because it's like
Fuck that.
It's like there's
walk out.
there's a ghost in the house. Fuck this house, we're leaving. Yeah, so the movie's over. So in this.
That's
Captain
a good movie
America-
name.
Yeah.
Fuck this house, we're leaving.
Fuck this house, we're leaving.
it's a 2 minute short on YouTube.
Yeah.
So in this one, Captain America could somehow get in touch with the Hulk or Thor and be like, "Hey, we've got a conflict. We need you to come end it."
In the Civil War comic books, is our Hulk is Hulk and Thor involved in it?
Thor is involved. Hulk is not.
And so how does that go?
Because it's real easy. You can always come up with a new superhero that's just as strong as Thor.
Oh, okay, so they just
Yeah.
was a Vision beating his ass.
Yeah,
or something?
and Vision, who
What
never
the hell does Vision do besides walk through walls and shoot light out of his little
Vision has the Infinity Stone, so he has all kinds of powers. But I
So
don't,
he should be like powerful than anybody, right?
than anybody.
Like, why doesn't he just win?
He's kind of weird to me. Like every time I'm expecting him, like, oh shit, here comes Vision. He just kind of talks about like peace in kind of a weird abstract way, and then sort of fights, but then, like you say, he never really just takes over and just like dominates you or something. He seems kind of subdued.
Because he doesn't want to hurt anybody. So
I think he's a little bit afraid of his own power, right?
Scarlet Witch is hot, by the way. I like Elizabeth.
Oh yeah,
Olsen.
she's super. Hot.
She's hot in the right light.
Yeah,
She looks
exactly.
weird as fuck.
She's got a weird hotness to her. Yeah.
Well, she's got like a super flat face, and so like in Godzilla, sometimes she would turn to the like side, and it's like whoa, just like
Is
gone.
she the younger Olsen sister or older? Is she older than the twins? She's younger. Okay.
She's like the only one making money now. Well, I don't know. The other ones
She's
maybe
in
are just.
she's in a lot of stuff.
The other two are billionaires already.
Oh, okay, so she's just the only one that has to work.
with like clothing lines and stuff. Exactly.
But she's like legit now. Where Marcy May Marlene. I think I never saw that one about the cult movie, and so she kind
It's
of
a good
did
movie.
her indie chops in that.
Did you see her in Spike Lee's remake of Old Boy?
I heard that
Of course.
was terrible, so I didn't watch it.
It's a weird movie, but she's like
Butt naked.
like butt naked. Yeah.
I've watched
She-
5 minutes of
she's-
that movie a lot. Yeah, that movie was good, except that if you watch the original Old Boy, the whole time you're like, man, this could have been cool. Although Charlito Copley, I always like seeing him in movies.
He's a weird dude. He'd be a great villain in any of these movies because he's a strange guy. Like
Well, I'm coming hot off the heels of Hardcore Henry. I just want more Charlito Copley and everything. That
okay.
Yeah, that dude's awesome.
I didn't see. You guys did Hardcore Henry last time.
we done did it.
Let's not talk about hardcore.
Yeah, I didn't. I think I saw maybe 2 minutes, and I was like, I'm not gonna watch this.
You got to get into it and let it. You got to get used to it. It's like a warm bath. You just got to sink into Hardcore Henry and just let it.
I'll go play Doom instead, or like Red Faction.
There's a new Doom, by the way.
No shit.
A movie.
No, Doom, the
game.
video game.
I want another Doom movie. Except this time I want them to do it like they do in the games, where it's all about demons and stuff instead of aliens.
Can
It would suck.
I just I want to
Dwayne.
apologize for future audiences on Vision for a minute, and that I just apologize for white people doing red face because that's we should have been ashamed of ourselves right now, and we're not.
Look at them just doing it. They're just look at him. He's just in the screen and just not even ashamed at all.
Which again, see, you only got Black Panther in here for a few minutes because they're always trying to keep the brother down.
No, they got War Machine.
for a while.
They had John. What's his name? Shit.
Yeah, but War Machine's in a costume. You can't even really see him.
Falcon.
And he's such a ugh.
War Machine doesn't do anything for me, man.
Falcon's whack. War Machine does nothing. He has a second-hand Iron Man suit.
Yeah,
I
don't
like,
see
I like
the
him
point
better
of
than
it.
Falcon.
I like him
For
better
sure,
than Falcon.
for sure.
Yeah.
What's everyone's beef with Falcon, man?
He
I
sucks.
like that guy.
He sucks.
He's terrible.
Falcon's not supposed to have mechanical wings and stuff like that. He's supposed to have
Yeah.
Like feathery wings.
He's supposed to have
That doesn't sound like that
Pretty
makes him better.
feathery.
And so they also, because the Falcon, he's supposed to be able to like mind meld with birds with like a falcon, but instead he has
That sounds like the worst.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Red
be
Wing.
a real bird.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a real bird. So
But he's supposed to be the sidekick for Captain America after Bucky gets killed.
yeah,
No. Oh, spoiler.
Jesus, so everyone gets killed eventually in comic books?
No.
Is that how it goes?
yeah,
And then they come back, and then it doesn't matter.
In the original one, he was
And then you're like, why did I read all this?
Yeah,
As a Winter Soldier.
Yeah, so
Well, they do that in the movies, then. That's the whole Winter
that's what
Soldier.
the movie, that's what it was too. He was supposed to be killed in the first one.
exactly. And the Winter Soldier is like there's nothing there. He's just like this brooding all the time, right up until the time he gets his arm ripped off. So
Yeah. The less we say about the Winter Soldier, the better.
I don't know. So this movie, what about the Spider-Man inclusion? I know you all were against it
I thought it was terrible.
because you
It's
saw
just,
it as
it's just setting up more Marvel properties,
Yeah.
man. Like
That's the only
That's the
reason I
only
saw
reason.
this movie, though, is because of Spider-Man.
I was okay with it. I kind of liked it.
he was fun. I'll
Yeah,
give him
Colin.
that. But
Ron,
Oh,
what's
see.
going on?
Ron,
you got him on hold already?
We got a caller.
We have a caller. All right.
Hello, Ron, young Ron.
Doctor
How's
is
it
in.
going?
Ron, talk to us.
I
Ronald.
can barely hear you guys. So I'm calling just to defend Spider-Man because
Okay.
Spider-Man is the best.
There we go.
You guys need to stop hating on him.
Yeah.
He definitely has the best villains in all of Marvel Cinematic Universe.
You're
so-
talking about Carnage, correct?
No.
You
I
can't-
hate
What?
Carnage. I hate Carnage and Venom.
What
Both
is your
of them.
deal? What do you like, the
I'm not a
Goblin?
huge fan.
Yeah, you can't be talking about Green
I thought
Goblin
the-
or Doc Ock.
No, I thought the coolest one was the, what's his name? The guy with the globe. Mysterion
Atlas?
or something.
You like Mysterio? All right, hang up.
The
on
one
this
that
guy.
fucks him up with all, excuse me, I don't know if I can hurt
You mean Rey
the one that
Mysterio?
messes him up with all the illusions.
Yeah, it was Mysterio.
Okay, but what do you think about him being included in this movie? I mean, to me, it was so obvious that Marvel is like, we have control of Spider-Man now, so we have to introduce him. So let's put him in the movie, and he was completely wasted.
Well, yes, but he does play a huge part in the original Civil War because he's pretty much the deciding factor, if I remember correctly.
In the book?
Like Iron Man tricks, in the comic book, he tricks
the
him
novel.
to go against Captain America, and then somehow they end up killing Captain America.
Right,
I
Spoiler
think.
alert.
And then
Jesus,
Spider-Man
man.
splits sides.
right. Now,
And then,
you're right. So if they had done that in this movie, then he would have been good. But all they did
Nobody
was
died in this movie, did they?
no, nobody died. And
no, and I thought Captain America was going to die for sure. I was waiting for it.
yeah,
the whole time.
wish Captain America died.
Captain America was supposed to die, which they could have done because they can very easily bring him right back. And like, so,
Of course.
you know, it's just that's just the way it is. But Ron, you're right. If they had done this movie the way they did the comic book with Spider-Man, I thought he would have been cool. But I think that the Marvel, they just put him in to say, okay, and like even this was an Avengers or a Captain America movie, and at the end of it, it says Spider-Man will return. Like it was a Spider-Man movie.
Because they know what's up.
Yeah,
I was clamoring for more Spider-Man. That's what brought me to the theater, and that's what caused me to pay my money via BitTorrent.
I like the kid they got to play Spider-Man.
Me too.
Yeah.
But he ended up being kind of really cheesy. Like
He was very
like
cheesy.
you were saying before. He just kept saying all these like one-liners, and it's like, dude, you're fighting against like Captain America and all these people. And you're just joking around.
But not really, because
Yeah.
Tony Stark just wanted him to help out. He wasn't like invested in it. He was just trying to impress Tony Stark.
I think this was another problem with the movie is that this was like the only part that this movie like made jokes because it was a very like serious tone
Yeah.
throughout the rest of the whole movie except for this one fight.
Elizabeth Olsen has a joke where
But
she
even,
says,
but even Ant-Man, like so, because I like Ant-Man. Ant-Man is like
Yeah.
so far that the Ant-Man movie has been my favorite Marvel movie. So
Yeah, it was.
but I like the
yeah.
I like the way because they had Spider-Man and Ant-Man were both kind of geeking out over being with these other superheroes, but when it came time to be serious, Ant-Man was serious. He was kind of jokey for a second, but when they were fighting, he was fighting. Like, hey,
That's
Well, he did
Spider-Man's
get
thing,
big.
though.
Spider-Man is swinging around like it's a joke. It's like somebody's trying to kill you. This is
Getting
not
big
funny.
was kind of goofy.
Yeah.
Getting big was kind of goofy.
Yeah, when he
It
went
was
big,
kind of goofy.
I thought that, like I said, I thought that would be cool if he did it and it was there for like 30 seconds, but they just decided that he's going to start smashing stuff now. It's like,
That was cool. He was throwing fucking planes and stuff around.
Yeah, I could have used some more throwing planes,
it was like watching Attack of the 50-Foot Woman, like so,
but less hot.
but less hot. Yeah,
It kind of reminds me of like what you guys had said about Batman versus Superman. Is it felt like this movie was just written for the fight. I really did not think the movie had any good substance to it at all.
What are
it
you
was
talking
such
about?
stupid dialogue going throughout the whole movie. Because obviously Captain America's right. And how could Tony Stark not see that? Did he not
Because of his
experience,
guilt. They
Captain
set it up
America too?
because of
Where
Sokovia and everything.
Hydra infiltrated the whole government?
right.
Well, why are they being held responsible for any of that shit anyways? It makes no sense.
Well, exactly. Well, it's no doubt it's a bad script.
It's a bad script,
It's
yeah.
a very
bad script.
filled with plot holes. But it was the movie was okay because of the Russo brothers, the way they directed it. They're like we have a shitty script, but we're going to try to do something
They
with
can
it.
direct-
Shitty script. I
They
feel
can-
like we're the only reviewing organization that's giving this a bad review.
That's because
Everyone else is in on it.
because we're the only ones who are right, sir.
We are in the 1%.
If you want to like it, it's fine. I can't imagine anyone thinking this is a good script.
Speechless, ladies and
Okay,
gentlemen.
but this is the way I judge a script. So, like, let's say you got the script, you haven't seen the movie, and you got the script and you sat down and you read it. Wouldn't you be going, "This is bullshit"? Like,
What, the part where it's like Ant-Man continues to destroy people and now he throws a plane.
Yeah.
We cut to Captain America running and then Black Widow lets him go.
Ant-Man throws a tiny car and attaches something to it, and it becomes a big real car, and it explodes. How does a toy car explode?
It wasn't a toy car. It was a real car they shrunk down. And they threw it at him. And they said, I thought it was a water
I'm just
tank.
gonna
And that was
ignore
pretty funny.
I'm just going to ignore the fact that like Falcon was using guns too. Did no one else see that?
He shot and killed
He was just
people.
shooting people.
Yeah. Falcon was
Yeah,
shooting
he's a
people.
terrorist.
Falcon
He
is
had
a
those like grenades shoot off. And
Well,
shit.
so
I
does,
was
what's her
like,
name? I mean, that's her superpowers. Is well, not Falcon so much, but Scarlett Johansson.
yeah.
Her
Straight up guns.
superpower is to jump
Yeah.
on people and like
Oh, she does that swingy thing with her legs?
yeah, she does.
Does that-
She has leg power.
Every movie she does
I
that.
did think it was cool though when Winter Soldier took the motorcycle from the guy. That was a cool scene.
Oh, he flipped it
Yeah,
around.
When he
Yeah.
flipped it around, that was
Yeah, that
pretty
was good.
cool. But that's the only thing that Winter Soldier did that was cool.
I don't like him. I don't like Winter
besides the fact that Black Widow is played by Scarlett Johansson, she can just go and kill herself because she's terrible.
That's why she's getting a movie because it's Scarlett Johansson.
Because it's Scarlett Johansson.
I
and she's-
can't believe they're making
she's
a
fun to look
movie
at.
out of her. It better be like this movie, where it's contractually like, hey, we're making a Black Widow, but it's basically Avengers 5.
I think if she were smart, if her and her agents were smart, they'd be like, yeah, let's not do a standalone Black Widow movie because it's going to be stupid, and that's just going to like take her credit down. It's like next time you do an Avengers movie, give me a part and I'll be cool. You know, other than that, I'll go off and do some other stupid movie. She's going to be in some other movie. She's
She's the voice of the snake in the Jungle Book.
no. She's in what
So
is
she's
the-
killing it right now.
What is the movie? It's an anime film.
Akira.
No, not not Akira.
Ghost in the Shell?
Ghost in the Shell.
That's
in,
right.
Yeah, she's in Ghost
She
in the
plays
Shell.
an Asian lady.
Yeah,
Oh,
she,
Jesus.
She plays an Asian lady in Ghost
Yeah.
in the Shell. Scarlett Johansson.
Is that coming out?
Who's the whitest woman on the planet
right.
is playing an Asian woman.
Yep.
So,
That's coming out. That's going to be a
That-
worldwide release.
And people will
That's
go
coming
see
out.
it by the millions because it's her.
because
and
it's
not
her
some,
and because it's
not
Ghost in
because
the
it's
Shell.
an actual Asian lady.
And
Yeah,
it's animated, right?
No.
it's
No,
live
it's live action.
She's a
it's live
act-
action.
There's already an animated Ghost in the
Right,
Shell.
right,
if you want to
right.
see it.
I know. I like that one.
Yeah, she's live action Ghost in the Shell. So
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's what they did with.
so in a related story, I'll be playing the lead role in the Tom Brady story coming out next week. So
that should be awesome.
be on the lookout for that. Tom Brady's back, but this time he's black.
I hope it's just.
You got that from Scarlett Johansson, I see.
Yeah, exactly.
I hope it's just him and Giselle.
Yeah.
One
I got
night
a
in
question
Paris.
for you guys. You seem to be a little bit more comic book savvy than me. Does the Punisher ever work himself into this Avengers story?
Well, you need to check out Daredevil.
He's in Daredevil, right?
Yeah, he's
but
he's in
Daredevil gets
All right, I think it's time we hang up on Ron here.
You know what? Somewhere back in the comic books, I think that at one point, all of these characters came together because some of the Avengers become the Defenders, some of them become the Inhumans. There's all these different alliances.
How could
I'm
Punisher-
sure Punisher was in there at some point.
How could he ever factor into this?
I'm already over these movies just hearing you talk about all these different groups. Like, these superhero movies are too much for me now.
Yeah,
They
does
are too
anybody
much.
have superhero fatigue?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
They should be done. At one point, they should just all of them should die.
What a bummer movie.
Except for one. There should be one left, and then that
Could be Catman.
No, because
It would be Black Widow.
Catman rules the ball.
Eventually, Black Panther sacrifices himself for the good of the team, so he should go. It's probably going to be Captain America. Will be the only one alive.
It'll be Hawkeye.
Oh God!
I can't sit
He'll keep
through
coming out of
2.5
retirement for every
hours
movie.
for no one to die.
Somebody should have died in this one. Captain America. I thought for sure
Stark's parents died.
I thought War Machine was going to be dead.
Yeah, I thought he should have been dead.
Yeah, he should have been. But it's so stupid to make him be paralyzed because it's like, and it's supposed to be sad. No, it's not, because Tony Stark will just make you a suit and you'll be walking just fine.
Well, he's got
Maybe
the same
robot
things.
legs.
it doesn't.
In Dark Knight Rising, he got those legs.
If
Christian
Bucky can have a robot arm, I don't know why he can't have robot legs.
Maybe
you've already made this universe where all this shit's possible.
Well, Infinity Wars is coming out where they eventually have to fight Thanos, and hopefully he just kills them all and destroys the world, and then that's the end of the movie. So
you know what?
Well, you know he's going to kill Vision because he has that stone. So you know he's going.
How are they going to kill
Yeah,
anyone?
he's going,
They're
right?
raking in money hand over fist. He's going to make another $1 billion.
But how long can they keep this going? Because
People are dumb.
Robert Downey Jr. is already 79 years old. He can't be.
He's out of contract.
Yeah,
now,
he
isn't
can't be Iron Man much longer.
He's coming
And
in
I
for
think-
Spider-Man.
Isn't Chris Evans tired of it too?
I think Chris Evans said he's doing one more and then he's done. But
That's good.
but the problem is. Oh yeah. Kurt Russell's going to be in Guardians of the Galaxy. But so you can't do. You can't do.
That's why they string so many of this shit together.
Tony Stark isn't even Tony Stark anymore. Now he's Robert Downey Jr. There's nobody else that can play that role.
Except in this movie, he was
made it
like
his.
whatever the script needed him to be.
I don't know. Charlito Copley could do it.
I don't know if
Bring
he can
him
pull it
in.
off.
I'm okay with that.
Bryan Cranston.
And Robert Downey Jr. is the luckiest person on the earth because he went from a crackhead breaking in people's homes and being on Saturday Night Live, and he's never really been a good actor. He's the exact same person in every movie.
But he does that so well.
In Chaplin, he was different because he was playing.
He's good in there. Yeah, I like Chaplin.
But in Sherlock Holmes, he's Tony Stark.
Yeah, I don't particularly like those movies.
Yeah, well, in Less Than Zero, he was.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang made his career.
Yeah,
I've heard that's really good.
And in Less Than Zero,
Oh,
he
it's
was playing a
fantastic.
drug addict, and he really was a drug addict then. So yeah, he was good at that. Like
I liked him in Zodiac.
I could play a really good bouncer in a movie. So it's just kind of what it is.
I actually looked over what Marvel movies I like and what I don't. Outside of the Avengers, I think I like the one-offs better because I don't like these big ensemble movies because they generally don't make a lot of sense and everybody has to have screen time and so you don't really develop any sort of relationships with anybody. I don't know.
And you know that their agents and managers are going, well, I don't think Scarlett has enough screen time. You're going to have to write some more stuff for her.
Yeah, and the stories don't have any. There's no conclusion. There wasn't really a conclusion to this thing either.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. I like the show me something that has a beginning, middle, and end. Like Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Ant-Man's way better than this movie.
And I can already tell you that Thor Ragnarok, the next Thor movie, is going to be the worst piece of garbage ever.
Well, all the Thor movies are garbage.
They're terrible. It's like
Wasn't Natalie Portman in the first one?
Yeah, Natalie Portman was in it. Yeah.
Did she die?
No,
Nope.
she's alive. She's his girlfriend.
Then what happened? Why isn't she in any of these ones?
Because
she a queen or something now?
because Natalie Portman probably said, I don't want to be in this garbage anymore. So
Same
I
thing
got
with
better things to do.
Pepper Potts or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you guys are ready for them to do the same thing to Star Wars. That's going to happen.
Yeah,
We're ready. We're ready.
They're gonna run Star Wars in the ground. That's what Disney does.
I think Rogue
That's
One
gonna
looks like it's
hurt.
going to be pretty cool. So
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Probably
They're
'cause-
coming out with a Han
I'm excited
Solo
for the-
prequel.
Ugh,
Listen,
I heard about that.
I'm excited for the one-offs in Star
yeah,
Wars.
Rogue One. Donnie Yen is in Rogue One as a Jedi Knight, so that's cool already.
Is that the Walking Dead guy?
All right, Paul.
No, that's you don't know who Donnie Yen is?
Nope.
You're a blasphemous.
No, we got.
Ron, thank you very much for your call, dude. We appreciate
Oh,
it.
we got 30 seconds. Never mind.
All right. Okay, so compared this to Batman v Superman, how does everyone weigh in?
This is
Same
amazing compared to Batman versus
Okay.
Superman because Batman
both-
versus
Yeah.
Superman is garbage.
Watch Ant-Man
Okay.
over either one of these pieces
Less
of shit.
That wasn't the
crap
question.
versus really smelly crap.
It's better, but it's better than what? It's
Batman v
like
Superman.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
what's better, an F or a D?
Well, be on the lookout for
D is better.
Suicide Squad, which just watching the trailers was like, it's going to be horrible.
Can we
like,
do Nice Guys next?
Nice Guys look like it's going to be cool. I'd love to do Nice Guys.
Yeah, let's do Nice Guys in 2 weeks.
All right, sounds good. All right, thanks for calling in, Ronnie.
You're wrong about Spider-Man, though.
All right,
Later, guys. Later. We'll see you.
Talk to you next time.
A podcast or radio show on WS Radio is a great way to create content marketing. Turn prospects into customers into raving fans. Contact Wade at WSRadio.com or call 866-WS-RADIO.
On the internet, your business's reputation can be unjustly destroyed in an instant. Don't wait for that to happen. Building and marketing your 5-star reputation can increase your business by as much as 19%. Take control of your reputation and have the 5-star reputation you deserve with Reputation Marketing Solutions by DSI Development. Become the go-to company by visiting 5starrepmarketing.com. The number 5starrepmarketing.com.
You may have heard me brag about Progressive Medical Center and just how much they've helped me with my health. And Dr. Goley, one thing that you have helped so many people with is migraines.
Unfortunately, there are millions and millions of Americans who are suffering with migraines and headaches, and they're debilitating because it affects the quality of their life, and they cannot function properly. At Progressive, we get the root cause because we understand that migraines could be caused by nutritional deficiencies, hormonal imbalances, believe it or not, delayed food sensitivities. And once we determine what the real reason is, we put a plan of action together with medication that we get them off slowly, and we put them on an all-natural approach, and the results are amazing.
Incredible. I mean, there's so many people that can say they don't live their lives with migraines anymore thanks to Progressive Medical Center.
And that's what's exciting and rewarding to us as physicians, because we help our patients take control of their health, and that's why they're living well.
Why don't you get a hold of Progressive Medical Center today? Don't live in pain. Don't have migraines anymore. Just go to their website, progressivemedicalcenter.com.
This is your life, live it well.
Small businesses are the lifeblood of America's economy. Every Thursday, SBA Radio interviews industry professionals and is dedicated to provide small businesses with timely insights and innovations. Visit www.sbaradio.us for details.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
Has your business been appified? Are you tired of doing marketing that doesn't deliver results? Mobile apps build loyalty and quality retention. Your app from UPG Mobile puts your business on their mind and at their fingertips. UPG Mobile will give you a custom app highlighting how you are unique, targeting your message, and improving your open rates. Appify your business and amplify your presence with your customers at upgmobilemarketinggroup.com.